Ready for a Christmas story with a twist? Gather around because this tale is unlike any other you've heard before. It's a story of courage, uniqueness, and the magic that lies within each of us. Let me introduce you to Joe, the whistling reindeer. Joe wasn't just any reindeer. He had a special talent that set him apart from the rest. While most reindeer are known for their speed or their ability to fly, Joe had a whistle that could be heard for miles. Joe wasn't your typical reindeer. He was born in the heart of the North Pole, where the snow is always fresh and the air is filled with the scent of pine and peppermint. From a young age, Joe knew he was different. While the other reindeer practiced their flying and sleigh-pulling skills, Joe discovered his unique ability quite by accident. While others had speed or glowing noses, Joe had a whistle that could wake a snowman. It was a sound so piercing and clear that it could cut through the thickest fog and the heaviest snowfall. But Joe's whistle wasn't just loud, it was also beautiful, like a melody carried on the winter wind. It all started in the snowy forests of the North Pole. Joe was playing a game of hide-and-seek with his friends. As he hid behind a tall pine tree, he got so excited that he let out a shriek. The sound echoed through the forest, startling his friends and giving away his hiding spot. But instead of being upset, Joe was fascinated by the sound he had made. During that game of hide-and-seek, Joe discovered his unique talent. He practiced his whistle every day, learning to control the pitch and volume. Sometimes, he would whistle a happy tune that made the other reindeer dance. Other times, he would whistle a warning that sent them running for cover. Whenever he got excited, out came a shriek that gave away his hiding spot. The other reindeer found it amusing at first, but soon they began to tease him. They would mimic his whistle and laugh, calling him names like Joe the Shriek and Whistle Boy. Joe tried to ignore them, but it wasn't easy. The other reindeer teased him. They didn't understand that Joe's whistle was a gift, not a curse. They would say, "What kind of reindeer makes a noise like that?" and laugh. Joe felt embarrassed and wished he could be like the others, but deep down he knew he had something special. "What kind of reindeer makes a noise like that?" they'd laugh. Joe felt like an outsider, but he never stopped practicing his whistle. He believed that one day his talent would be appreciated, and he was right. But Santa saw something special. Santa Claus, with his twinkling eyes and jolly laugh, had a way of seeing the best in everyone. He noticed Joe's whistle and knew it could be useful. Santa believed that every reindeer had a purpose, and Joe was no exception. One Christmas Eve, a fearsome snowstorm hit. The wind howled, and the snow fell so thick that it was impossible to see. Even Rudolph's bright red nose couldn't cut through the fog. Santa was worried. How would they deliver the presents to all the children? Even Rudolph's nose couldn't cut through the fog. Santa turned to Joe. He knew that Joe's whistle could be the key to saving Christmas. "Give it a try, Joe. Let them know we're here," he said, his voice filled with hope. "Give it a try, Joe. Let them know we're here," he said. Joe was nervous. He had never used his whistle in such an important situation before. But he took a deep breath, closed his eyes, and let out the loudest, clearest whistle he could muster. Nervously, Joe let out his whistle, and to everyone's amazement, the villagers heard it loud and clear. The sound cut through the storm like a beacon, reaching the ears of the villagers who were waiting for Santa's arrival. They lit lanterns, guiding Santa's sleigh to their rooftops. The villagers quickly lit their lanterns and placed them on their rooftops, creating a path of light that guided Santa's sleigh through the storm. Thanks to Joe's whistle, Christmas was saved. From that night on, Joe's whistle wasn't just a signal for help, it became the joyful sound of Christmas. Every year on Christmas Eve, Joe would whistle a merry tune that filled the air with joy and brought smiles to the faces of children and adults alike. While jokes still flew from his fellow reindeer, Joe wore his whistle with pride, knowing his gift brought cheer to the world. He had found his place in the Christmas tradition, and he was proud of it. The other reindeer eventually came to appreciate Joe's talent, and they all became good friends. So, this Christmas Eve, listen closely. As you sit by the fire, sipping hot cocoa and waiting for Santa, keep your ears open. You might just hear a faint whistle carried on the wind. You might hear Joe's whistle. A reminder that every talent, no matter how unusual, has a special place in the magic of the season. And remember, just like Joe, you too have a unique gift that can bring joy and wonder to the world. Merry Christmas.